G'day, legends, and welcome back to another episode of the Six Pack Podcast. I'm your guest today, Aaron, and today I'm joined by our host, Alex.
Hello, I'm the host.
You're the host.
Yep. What do we got in store for today, guest Aaron? I might be the host, but I've got no idea what we're talking about today.
Well, if you're the host, shouldn't you know?
Let me guess, we have a challenge.
We do have a challenge. We'll get straight on into it. We got our challenge champions. So today's challenge, I call the 10 Cent Flipamongori challenge.
I'm going to have fun putting that into words
Yeah.
into a title.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what have you got? Hold it up.
I have a 10 cent Australian coin. So it is worth 10 Australian cents or approximately 7 US cents or approximately 5 British cents. So what you have to do is every time you take a sip, you must flip the coin.
Does it have to land on something, or does it just...
So when you flip, so we each have an assigned side of the coin. I'll let you pick what side you would like to
I would
assign
like to pick tails.
Tails, all right, and I'll be heads. So, all right, I'm gonna hypothetically, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm gonna take a sip of my beer.
Yeah.
All right, sip completed. Now I've completed my sip. I must flip the coin. Tails. So what do you pick? Heads.
Tails.
Tails. Okay. So because it landed on you, that means you now must take a sip of your beer.
Okay. My only thing with this, I think it's a fantastic challenge, but I think let's try and catch the coin.
It's not dent your beautiful table.
Microphone.
Okay.
It's going to pick it up.
All right, we'll try and catch the coin.
Yeah, so now I have to drink. Does then that mean I go, or is it you go
No,
again? Okay,
so then that's just it. So then if I flipped it, it would then mean I would need to take another sip. If like flipped...
So really, I just need to take big gulps.
No, you just one sip.
Okay.
So
Alright.
if it landed,
I get the concept.
if it landed on me, I would then have to take a sip, but I would then not have to flip the coin again because we'll be stuck in this kind of purgatory.
Yeah.
It just ends. However, if you forget to flip the coin and you get caught forgetting to flip, you then have to do a shot.
I also would like to call upon something. So I know we're rambling a bit here, but I was editing last week's episode of the podcast, which involved us, not the left-hand one, was it the little man
Yeah,
challenge?
little man.
There was an extra time that you got the
Was
little
there
man.
really?
There was an extra time throughout the podcast. After this, I'll show it to you. But I think for him being a fucking liar, he should have to do a shot.
I generally don't remember.
Yeah, it happened twice. I saw it.
Twice?
Yeah, because the one you realized and you remember you were honest with me because you said that you...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
There was a second.
there was a second time. There was another time, yeah.
And I call bullshit, but we'll see.
No, why would I lie?
Why not?
All right, anyway, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
You understand the challenge?
Yeah, easy, let's go.
Rolling on.
All right, so the first point of conversation I feel like is going to be led by me.
Tiger.
We've mentioned a few times that Alex will be moving house soon and taking along with him these lovely pets. But I'll be moving house soon, and
Me.
that is you. So I'm very excited because we finally found a place. I spent last week in Western Australia. Maybe that's something that we can talk about. Maybe next week. But yeah, I was in Western Australia and actually managed to finagle myself a house. It is very exciting. It's a 2-story, 3-bedroom house with a whole downstairs floor, which we're going to kind of dedicate to like our studio and setup, which I'm very keen for. Aaron hasn't seen it yet, but he will later after this. But I feel like in the light of getting that sorted, I wanted to talk about moving house. How many times have you moved house, and what has your experience been in Australia?
Yeah, I've lived in Australia my whole life, so funnily enough, every time I've moved house, it's been in Australia. 4 times, and I hate it with every fibre of my being.
What do you hate about
Good
it?
stuff, Tiger. What was it?
Heads.
I think that was to be a reflip. I swear I just saw you like...
No, fuck off. I just couldn't get my finger on it. Yeah, now it's me.
Yeah, I hate moving house. I don't know anyone who enjoys
What
it.
about it? Like, do you hate the packing down? Do you hate
Yeah,
setting
the
up? Do you
packing,
hate the
setting,
whole
the
process?
fucking moving day. Oh, it's just crap. I moved, half an hour last time, and it was shit. I had to do, 20 fucking trips to all day. I mean, this is going to be a pain in the ass for you, too.
This one's going to be a big one.
20 minutes away, aren't you?
Yeah. See, I don't I don't hate setting up. I actually quite enjoy the setup of a new
Yeah, you
place.
kind of get yourself organized. I agree. I don't hate the setting up. I'm lazy. If I'm ever rich, I'm gonna pay someone to do everything for me.
Once we're successful YouTubers.
Yeah, obviously. Not I'm not banking on other things in my life to get me rich. Yeah, I just don't like it. Can you just leave the fucking coin?
Why does it matter? Why does it fucking matter? But yeah, see, I don't mind the setup because that lets me kind of replan. The thing that's frustrated me about this, so I've literally picked up the keys today, signed everything today, picked up the keys today. So this is like very new. But where I currently live is a 2-bedroom apartment, which is nice, but it's small. This house is obviously very big. It's not huge, it's not absurd, but it's bigger. And the house I lived before the apartment was also a 2-story bigger house. So what I did, because I moved in the peak of COVID because the owner decided to sell, which was unfortunate. But yeah, so like the annoying thing was that I'd sold all my furniture, and I had some good shit. Like I had a whole outdoor set, like I had an indoor set, like, lounges, stuff like that. I sold it all, or put it all on marketplace and stuff, and now I have to kind of like rebuy everything.
Yeah.
That's the most annoying thing for me is like the movement of furniture, because also I don't have a fucking ute. And I never notice how much I need a ute until I move house.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh my God, I would love a ute. Like fridges, right? Like, luckily, like we've got a few friends with SUVs and things like that, which we can do, like, washing machines, such as yourself, like washing machines.
I couldn't do the parents. The only thing I couldn't do would probably be the fridge and that futon.
And the bed frames.
And the bed frames and the mattress.
Yeah. Oh, you could maybe do the bed. Oh, I doubt it.
I mean, I could strap it to the roof rack.
The whole just built bed.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, and that frustrates me. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I had a ute, or at least something I could tow a trailer with.
Oh, then your crappy Hyundai Elantra.
It's a Sonata. Thank you very much. So yeah, but that's the most frustrating thing for me is like actually like selling everything and clearing everything out and then like repacking it up again. So I think I learned a valuable lesson the last
moving
place.
always ends up being a really expensive
Fuck yeah, it does.
You end up moving and then you're like, oh, I need this and I need this and I need this, and then you go to like
and then
IKEA.
You make good savings and then you spend fucking $5,000.
And then you go to IKEA and then you leave $800 fucking poorer.
Well, I've already spent $600 and I haven't even moved in yet. I got a couple of furniture. I haven't actually poured myself the beer yet either. No. I was drinking out of the bottle. You didn't do it before, did you?
Nah, but there was never a...
Well, they never call you.
You never called me and I called myself and then quickly did it before you called me out on it. So I get the pass.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah, that's moving house. It sucks.
Who did yours land on? Wasn't it
me?
You? Yeah.
It sucks. I hate it.
Yeah.
But I don't mind the setup. I have enjoyed like the interior designing aspect of it.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I think the more space will be not quite nice.
Yeah.
Compared to the no space you currently have here.
Again, we're set up in the corner of my living room.
Yeah. We'll have our own dedicated space.
A whole fucking floor and a backyard, so the dog will be happy. But anyway, so watch this space. If videos or anything are disrupted over the next couple of weeks, I'm not intending them to be, but if anything goes south, that's why.
So it's probably like one more, maybe one more.
Maybe one more, maybe two at a maximum here.
Nah, it'll be one more.
Okay,
I think maybe not even.
Apparently, Aaron's deciding my move-in date.
Maybe not even. Maybe next week we'll do a special recording over.
I will not be ready for next week. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. Next week special recording over the new place. Confirmed.
We can do it. It's just not gonna like. We can do it.
Maybe we'll see.
Like it's just not gonna be it won't be the fun.
I mean, I haven't even seen it yet.
All right. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. All right. So we've got a never have I ever today.
Bit raunchy.
Bit raunchy. Yeah.
What the fuck? Anyway.
So I've got some questions up here. We've decided that if you have done it, you have to take a drink. We are not going to, however, we'll be putting a pause on the flipping coin challenge.
Pause of the flipping coin for the challenge, like for the never have I ever.
Yeah.
But if you do take a sip, just to take a sip, you've still got to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's going to go through 10 questions. There's going to be 5 kind of standard questions, and then
Well, it could be more than 10.
we'll see how long it takes.
Unlimited amount of questions.
We'll see how long it takes. Maybe that will power through them quite quickly.
Yeah,
but
well, some of these I can just see now. We're both gonna not done, so it'll just be quick.
yeah, okay. Let's see. Let's see how bad your hosts of the Six Pack podcast actually are.
Yeah. All right. So these are starting with the not edgy ones. So never have I ever used a fake ID to get into a club. I have not.
No.
But I mean, I did once go to the Star Hotel in Maxville.
And then just drink without having.
And I
an
just
ID.
drank without anyone.
I have
questioning
also.
it.
I've been into a bottle shop and purchased alcohol when I was underage. And I got away with it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not a club.
No.
It's not a fake ID, but
So maybe that's a drinking underage.
No.
They're not irrelevant. Relevant stories.
Irrelevant,
But stories nonetheless.
stories nonetheless. Never have ever recreated the I'm a Celebrity eating trial. No, I don't even know what the eating trial from I'm a Celebrity is.
No idea what that is. Next question.
Never have I ever forgotten a friend's birthday.
Yeah, I fucking do that all the time.
I mean, it depends what you define as like birthday party. No, actual their birthday. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we don't buy each other presents or do anything like that.
I couldn't tell.
I mean,
you.
I'll take a sip because
I couldn't tell you your birthday.
seriously,
You're
I know
either
your
August
birthday.
or April. You're one of the.
I'm fucking March, mate.
What?
I was the 14th of March.
Oh, I thought you were August
No, are you serious?
or April. No, I suck at birthdays.
I know your
genuinely.
birthday, 8th of October.
See, look at that. He's a better friend than me.
Yeah.
No, I suck at genuinely. I struggle with my parents' birthday. I
You're
don't
a
like.
piece of shit.
I'm not a piece of shit. Facebook tells me that,
You're a piece of shit.
and you'll tell me when it's coming up.
Yeah, you even went to my birthday party this year.
I did too.
I was with my birthday party. It was the
Anyway,
no. I
point
thought,
proven. I've forgotten friends' birthdays. I
Alright.
drank to that.
never I ever skipped class. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've done that.
When I was in year 6, I remember I used to just duck off after like 2 o'clock.
Are we counting uni as well? Because I skip class all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
but I mean, it's skipping class. But I remember in year 6, we used to have that PE teacher come in and teach us for like one lesson every now and again in the afternoons. Can't remember his name. Well, he's not relevant to the story, but I used to tell him that I had a special duty and I'd just fuck off for an hour.
Was that it? Or did you just tell him I have a special duty I need to attend to, and he would buy that?
I don't remember exactly what excuse I came up with, but yeah, I used to just go sit in the bathroom for like an hour.
And do what?
Didn't
What? Do you sit in the bathroom for an hour?
you ever notice? We were in the same class. You never noticed me missing for like an hour?
What class was it?
I can't remember. It was like a health class, I think, because we had the PE teacher doing it. But yeah, and it never ever got questioned, and I got away with it for the entire time.
You clearly fooled me as well.
Alright. Never have I ever cooked drunk and burnt the food. I've never done
Yeah.
that.
I'd say so.
Really, you've burnt the food?
Haven't you ever put chips on and then forgotten about them and burnt
No,
them?
I'm not an idiot.
Oh,
Alright.
I do that.
Now for the dirty ones.
I think
Ooh.
maybe do you want to pick another 5 not so ones?
Alright.
We've got a bit of time. Yeah, let's go from there.
Never have I ever peed in the shower. Yeah, of course I pee in the shower all the time.
I think it's kind of gross, but I've done it.
I don't think it's gross. I think this is gross. Never I ever used someone else's toothbrush. Like accidentally, yeah. So I suppose yeah, but never on purpose. That's fucking weird. You can miss the pee in the shower is gross. Fucking
For me, it's the smell of piss. That makes it gross. It's the smell. You know, piss, no good.
yeah,
No
but
good.
mate, you'll fucking use someone else's toothbrush.
If it's
Fucking weirdo.
the only time I've ever done it, like I've only ever used like my girlfriend's. The only time I've ever done that is because like I don't have mine or something like that.
It's weird. I'd rather not do it. Brush my teeth.
See, I don't like that.
Never I ever broken a bone.
I've
Yeah.
never broken a bone.
I fractured those 2 ribs. I'm still court case pending.
Cool. What happened again?
I fell off your missus's hammock.
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I mean,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, we had a bit to drink and I was sitting on the hammock and I
We
tipped
should
off
talk
it.
about that one day.
Yeah. Well, we'll give it a little quick rundown. Won't leave them hanging. But yeah, I just slipped off it and I landed real badly on. I landed on the
Did you
metal.
break 2 ribs?
Yeah, I landed on the metal support bar and broke 2 ribs. And then I went several days without, like, in a lot of pain, but I don't ever.
Because he was literally just drunk and fell out of a hammock because of his own stupidity,
Yeah.
and then he landed on the
I
metal
didn't
bar.
feel anything at the time, but then I ended up going to work, and I was at work, and I was like, nah, this is fucked.
Gotta
So
tell
I took myself to the emergency room, got X-rays, and yeah.
Fuck. Anyway, Jesus.
Never have I ever gone out with a friend's ex. What a dickhead. Never have I ever spent more than 200 British pounds on a night out. The exchange rate for a British pound would probably be about 360 Australian.
I think the most I've ever spent is about $250.
Well, it's a good thing it's in pounds then.
Yeah.
All right. Then one more. First one I phasing on. Never I ever re-gifted a present I didn't want. I don't think I've ever actually re-gifted anything. Would you re-gift?
It's not necessarily that I didn't want it. I've definitely re-gifted bottles of wine.
I don't like wine, so I never get given them.
No, I remember, like, sometimes when I get given, like, I'm a red wine drinker. If I get given, like, a white wine or something like that, if someone, like, for instance, an example was I knew someone who was getting married, and I needed to get them something quickly because I couldn't go to their wedding. So I re-gifted a bottle of wine that I had sitting in there, and there you go, and off you go. There's your wine.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go to the raunchy ones,
Right.
yeah?
Never I've ever had sex in a public place. Yeah, I guess. Nah, think about it.
Good start.
Never I ever sent a dirty text to the wrong person. Nah, I haven't done that.
I don't think so.
Never have I ever said the wrong name in bed. I don't really use names, to be honest, in bed.
No, I've never done that. That would be embarrassing. That'd be rough.
Do you even use names? I don't really use names.
Yeah.
I think it's...
I like it.
I don't like it.
I like receiving it.
Alexander.
Yeah. Full name.
Never have I ever had a friend with benefits.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't... I don't know. Nah. Never have I ever slept with someone whose name I don't know. Nah, I've always known their name.
No. Haven't done that.
Never I've ever been to a sex shop. I haven't ever bought anything from a sex shop. I've been in one.
Alright, what else? What else?
Never I ever had sex in the sea / a swimming pool. Never I ever flashed someone. I mean,
Does your girlfriend count?
yeah. I'd
Whether
say
it's
so.
someone. Oh, well, that's a fucking stupid thing. I reckon they mean public.
I'd just sit anyway. And one more. I'll randomly pick one. Never have I ever kissed more than one person in one day. Oh, no, I don't think so.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Oh,
The men count? Actually, you're not one for kissing the boys.
nah. No, but now that I think about it.
You hate
Yeah.
affection. One more. Give us one more juicy one.
Yeah, right. Never have I ever sucked my partner's toes. Yeah, you're a fucking weirdo. Alright,
Look a bit exposed.
time to move on, eh? So what have we established here today? Alex is the weird one. I'm the normal one.
Hey. No, not true.
Not true.
Experimental.
Yeah. I remember my fucking ass.
No, I haven't gone that far. Nothing's going on my ass.
Yeah. Alright, today we're going to be reacting to some goofy memes I found on TikTok. If we laugh, it means that we're a nerd, I suppose.
Basically, it's a try not to laugh challenge is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
They're probably not going to be funny, so probably won't struggle. Alright, let's jump on in, eh?
No laughter from now.
Yep.
So the first video we have someone taking photos of his feet. You just laughed.
I did.
On the first one. On literally the first one.
Wow.
Okay, so we've already lost.
Frank, what are you doing?
Finally. Some
Now,
peace and
from now.
quiet.
No, no laughter.
You've seen too much.
How many genders are there?
I don't know. I just got here.
So if a stranger came
We're really bad at this.
I know, this is pretty
I
good.
don't know you,
This
but
is Harry Potter.
my mommy told me I have to come and pick you up. What would you say to him?
I would say, fuck you, bitch.
Alright, focus. Pull it together. Next one. Maybe we should make this as a... Alright, okay. What we're gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna put some stake in this because otherwise we've laughed like 4 times.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is if for the next 2 minutes, if anyone laughs, they have to do a shot.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, done. Ready? 2 minutes, so 3:08.
Could handle even a fraction of my power.
From the top, make it drop. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Ladies, if you're in the shower with a man and he wants to do something nice like wash your back, just say thank you. There's no need for all of this. Who are you and how did you get in my house bullshit?
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
Footprints in the sand.
As if you could handle even a fraction of my power.
From the top, make it drop.
Really
Ladies,
really bad
if
spot
you're in the
to
shower
pause.
with a man and
Oh,
he
that
wants
was
to
a
do
really
something
bad
nice
spot
like
to
wash your
pause.
back, just say thank you.
Alright,
Yes,
There's no
we're doing the
need for all
shot.
of
I guess
this.
so.
Who are you and how did you get in
Alright.
my house
Do
bullshit?
it
I have
soon.
no
Alright.
knowledge of any of this.
Alright,
This is so
again.
After this video.
Footprints in the sand. But then you turn around and see another set. Because Jesus was with you all along.
My name's Amy.
Oh, that one was fucking good.
That was a bad one to start with too.
Henry, let me out! Alexa, play Jump in the Cadillac!
That's What I Like by Bruno Mars on Amazon Music.
I've seen this one before. He's grooving.
Hot in places like El Paso where it's 92. Dallas, almost to triple digits. A high temperature of 98. Tomorrow you're going to walk out of your house and say, are you serious right now, bruh? I mean, we're still talking about...
No, I'm trying to be.
Joey, are you possessed? Oh my
This is Buck. Buck, the vocab mascot, to encourage you to do your bucking vocab. If you don't do your bucking vocab and we lose the vocab bowl, I kill the
This
dog.
guy takes his vocab very seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Beyonce? Oh, Queen.
How are you peeing your pants? You have a tampon in.
What did you say?
She has a tampon in. Are you peeing on your tampon? What?
Okay, who's
Oh
gonna tell?
no, what a fool.
You have 3 holes down there? Is this true?
He thinks they're lying.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck you...
I'm coming. Bella, I don't want you to come.
Brother, do you have time to talk about Jesus Christ today? Oh, you're dead? Oh, okay. Well, you have yourself a blessed day.
Okay, you too.
You mother... New AP. Flood. Water on my
Right,
butt
2
like a
more.
flood. They got my little gun in the club. Don't worry about me, I'm a thug. You kill a street nigga, get a dime.
After this
If you
one.
kill a rap nigga, get a dub.
The Cock Torture 5000 is a unique and practical heating system specifically designed for morning wood in the winter. Pop your willy in the cock ring and let it rip. The coils will absolutely sear your sausage, so some users have reported slight burns to the penis.
Porn causes brain damage.
I'm Brandon Collins, and I'm a mustard expert.
There's literally no way.
This smells like mustard.
Yo, what the fuck?
Whenever you buy a used car, always pay attention to the gaps in the door. This is how you could tell if it's been in an accident or not.
All right. Hey, look at the boys go.
Fuck yeah.
All right. I think that's it.
Hey, bro, I need a napkin.
I got you, bro.
See my purse?
Yeah.
All right, that's definitely it. All right. So what? All right. So I'm gonna do this. Aaron's got one as well. I have decided to go with this one because he is being tougher than me today.
Yeah.
All right, down the hatch. Yeah, see, mine was easy. Yeah.
I don't know why I did that to myself.
All right, next segment.
All right, so we have another controversy corner. Vaping.
All right, so we'll start off with what is your opinion of vaping?
I don't like ciggies or vapes or anything like that.
You're the most mundane fucking man ever, right?
Yeah, I don't like drugs or anything, to be honest.
You like alcohol?
Nah. Nah, I like alcohol, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really that. Nah, I don't know. Nah, they're unregulated. I think it's pretty scuffed. Probably there's probably not that good shit in them. It's unregulated. It's probably the corpses of babies and things like that in them.
In vapes.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things that no one actually no one actually really knows and understands that well long term, like what the effects and what are involved in them. I'm sure, well, I'm not 100% sure, but there's probably a good chance that they're better for you in some way than cigarettes.
Yeah, I mean, it's water vapor opposed to whatever the fuck they put in cigarettes. Yeah. Cigarettes are regulated and they've got a lot of bad things in them.
Yeah, I think the thing with vapes that gets me the most is about how much they're being used.
Can you maybe leave?
How much they're being used in
for fuck's
in
sake.
youth. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Like, I ultimately think, yes, an adult should have the choice to do, like, if they choose to indulge in a substance that's bad for them, that's their choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, even like as much as there's addiction and everything that happens with that. I think they should follow similar rules and regulations as they do cigarettes. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. But then the biggest thing that concerns me with vapes is the unregulation when it comes to under the age of 18.
Yeah.
People aren't allowed to get vapes under the age of 18, but it still fucking happens. Like, I literally know of a place down the road in which you can buy nicotine vapes over the counter. And yes, if a policeman was to come in and see it, that they would get fined for it.
Yeah.
But they still do it. And they have no regard for age range and things like that, right? Like, I think that's the problem for me is like, I feel like vapes are this generation's cigarettes. Like, they're not great for you. They're not good for you at all.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, a choice is a choice. If you choose to indulge in a substance that becomes addictive, that's your choice. And then obviously there's certain steps you can apply to kind of wean yourself off it. Maybe my biggest thing with vapes is how much you see people younger getting involved to that. Because now what's going to happen, so the reason we kind of bring this up is Australia's just kind of passing new legislation at the moment which bans recreational vapes off retail counters.
Yeah, so it's pretty much pharmaceutical use only, and I don't really know what the fuck you'd use a vape for pharmaceutically.
And they can still wean yourself off cigarettes. I think it's like, nicotine-induced vapes and things like that. So that's kind of like why.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they're just going to stock them on the shelves with the bubblegum flavored or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we do live in a bit of a nanny country, usually. If government's got a problem here, they ban it or whatever immediately.
Yeah.
But it is probably, I think most of the time it's for the best.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if this is I don't know if I agree with this as an outright ban. Like, I do think that, I think it's grown too quickly.
Yeah.
I think it's grown very fast, very quickly without people like actually understanding what's involved in it.
Well, I think the government are like, shit, we haven't really regulated this. Trying to regulate it.
Let's just pull it out completely.
Pull it out completely. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're right because like obviously cigarettes, people know what happens, right? Lung cancers are bad. Like let's regulate the shit out of that. But with vapes, like there's obviously like it damages your lungs and your breathing and things like that. But there's not really like as a child that's not really that scary for you. If someone tells you you're gonna get cancer, you're gonna freak out. You're not gonna do cigarettes.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think regulation's important, but I'm curious to see how long. I don't know if a permanent ban will last.
Nah, I don't know. I think you're right. It's a bit of a don't know. I think it will. The government typically once they do something they really back down. But yeah, it'll be interesting really to see what happens.
Yeah, well, because like even when I was in Western Australia last week, like there were kids who were like between the ages of 12 to 16 who were vaping.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that can't be good for you.
No.
Especially, you know, people who are still developing.
I mean, that's probably where they fucked themselves. Like, the people who sell vapes got greedy, and they were just willing to sell them to everyone, and now they're fucked, they're out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. Game over.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, again, anyone who's an adult should be able to make their own decisions.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
If they had helped try to keep it out of children's hands, then perhaps this wouldn't have happened, but they didn't. So they now have to reap the consequences.
And again, like I think it should be taken out of that before they're like adequately able to make their own decisions and understand what actually goes into it, rather than it just being a social fad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how cigarettes first started out. You know, like cigarettes were like a social thing. Like it was cool to smoke cigarettes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now, like, unless you're super into them, it's difficult to come by.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think vapes will probably be the similar thing.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, people who vape will they turn to smoking. Maybe
well, that's
not.
what I was thinking as well, right? Like, what happens?
Probably not because smoking's really fucking expensive. And I think the article that we looked at, they're propping up the prices of ciggies as well.
Yeah, they're doing that as well. Because that's what I was going to say. Like, people who are addicted to something like vapes, what are they going to substitute into to kind of cure their addiction? Because let's be realistic, if people are addicted to a substance, it's going to take a lot of willpower to overcome that addiction.
Yeah.
So people tend to swap out one substance for another. And that's why people smoking switch to vapes. Yeah. And the vapes are being taken away. That's going to switch back. And also you've got the people that are now addicted to vapes as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's a fucking mess.
That it is. Yes, only time shall tell.
Time shall tell.
Alright, brew review.
Brew review. What are we drinking today, Aaron?
Burley Twisted Palm.
Yeah. What's your initial opinion of it?
I like it. I've had other of the Burley beers. They're a Gold Coast beer. There's a place in Gold Coast called Burley Heads. And that I presume is what it's named after. This is pretty good. I personally would rate it as a 4.3 out of 6.
4.3.
I'm not that big on the pale ales and stuff, so I think that's what affects my rating.
Yeah,
so
it is a vegan-friendly, no deductible gluten, preservative-free.
What the fuck does no deductible gluten mean?
I think it does. It's like it's the way of saying it's gluten-free without actually committing to saying it's gluten-free, just in case you get a lawsuit. And there's also a disclaimer as well. So it's very hoppy. I think it's great. I love it. I actually really like this beer. I've had it once before tonight, and I think it's a good beer. So I'm going to put it at a, I don't know if it's above a 5. I'll put it at a 4.9.
There's no detectable gluten. You said a completely different word than that.
Oh, what did I say?
Deductible or something like that.
Sorry.
Detectable makes a fucking lot more sense than what you said.
No detectable. Sorry, it's been a long day. They're an independent brewer. 1.1 a drink at 4.2%. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4.9. Aaron gave it a 4.2. 4.3.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, not a bad beer at all.
Yeah, we did well with the challenge today. No shots.
Yeah, we did.
Which is rare.
Actually, let's see if when I go back through the recording to see if that's actually true. I wasn't really watching, to be honest.
Mm. So now the truth comes out. You fucked it all up.
Well, in your favour.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've got nothing left to drink. All right. Let's wrap this up.
So thank you for watching another episode of the Six Pack Podcast. We hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. As always, our socials are in the description. You can check out our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, etc. If you want to check out one of our other videos, we've got our gaming channel, which is still doing quite well. We've got a Phasmophobia video, which you can click on Aaron. And if you want to check out last week's episode of the podcast as well, I think we made reference to that at the beginning. So if you want to check out that and see those antics, click on me and you can see that there. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Goodbye.